Breathing in, arms come down, exhaling. And breathing in and exhaling. And up, maybe you change the way your arms go up. Try a different rotation of your shoulders. We're gonna do this about 10 times. Breathing in and out. And I encourage you to do whatever feels good to your body. Breathing in and out. Just go with the flow of your breath. We all may not be doing this together at the same exact time, and that's okay because we're all different. And so we're all going to breathe differently and stretch differently and need different things in our body. And let's do 2 more. And then I invite you just to settle in for a moment. Maybe close your eyes or lower your focal point to the ground. And just feel the connectedness of your body to the earth. Feel the energy and the vibrational pull of gravity and the energy that goes through your body. Breathing in and out. Maybe you imagine that there's a string from the top of your head to the top of the ceiling, and it's just stretching your spine nice and tall and up. As you feel grounded at your seat and your legs and your feet, you feel the connection to energy, to your breath. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, I welcome you to open your eyes. Take 1 more deep breath with your arms up and down, and then stand up however it feels best to you to stand. Now that we're standing, you can stand with your feet together, or you can stand with them hip distance apart. So as that means your shoulders, your hips, and your feet are all in line. And as we do that, we just stand here and maybe lift our arms up, breathing in and out and back down. Breathing in, our arms up, and maybe this is called cactus arms. You bend the elbows. Your chest and head come forward, squeezing back. Breathing in and out. I invite you to take a dive down on your next exhale, bending at the hips and touching your toes, or at least hanging down towards the ground. Letting your head hang down, and you're shaking your head yes and no, making sure that there's no strain on the back of your neck. Just allowing your body and your spine to stretch down. Maybe you touch the ground, maybe you don't. Maybe you bend your knees and allow your knees to bend as much as possible so you can touch the ground. Whatever works good for you is where you need to be. You might want to slowly start making your way up, or you might want to stay down here for just a little longer. It's up to you. Remember to breathe in and out. I'm going to start slowly moving my body up and rotating my shoulders back. Whew. Moving my hair out of my face. Okay. Let's just keep going with that shoulder rotation, moving the arms back. You can do one at a time, or you can do both together, allowing your body to just feel the movement, moving your shoulders back, and then maybe moving them forward. We always like to go both ways and let the body feel the rotation in both ways. This helps us from frozen shoulder, keeping our joints, you know, our shoulders are the only joints that move 360 degrees, a full circle. So we have a responsibility every day to rotate those shoulders 365 degrees, or 60 or 65. 365 days of the year. All right. When you're ready, just shake your arms out. We're gonna try a pose called half moon pose. I like to step my feet together and kind of like zip my legs closed, bringing my arms up on an inhale. You can hold your hands together however you like, moving your arms behind your ears. So you're kind of sticking your head out here a little bit, right? Kind of like an Egyptian, right? Sticking the head out. Your arms are behind the ears, stretching up tall, breathing in, exhaling, bending to one side. Keeping the shoulders and the hips facing forward. They tend to want to swing back this way, but if we can really tighten our legs, the muscles in our legs, and tighten our hips, tighten your buttocks, breathing in and out, stretching, pulling, stretching, pulling. You should have a stretch here and a stretch here, okay? Stretching and pulling, stretching and pulling. When you're ready, come up to center, breathing in and out. Maybe you need to shake your arms out a little bit and give it a little, whoo. It's been a while since I did that one. So give a little shake and then bring the arms back up. I like to clasp my hands at the top, putting my arms behind my ears, breathing in and out, stretching up, and then bending to the other side. Really keeping the shoulders forward, the hips forward, tightening the body, pulling and stretching, stretching and pulling. If you feel pain, please don't do it. Come out of the stretch. Any stretch that we do, if you feel pain, please come out of the stretch. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, coming back up to center, maybe giving your arms another shake and rest. We're going to do a micro back bend next, which looks like this. I'm going to stand this way so you can see it. Bringing our arms up, same thing we did before. Head comes ahead of the arms, or actually no. For this, we can just drop our head back. If you have any neck injuries, you don't want to do this. Drop your head back and begin to put your hips forward and start to bend. Looking back at the wall behind you. Coming back up to center, stretching, and then offering an alternate bend forward, touching toes or bending knees, but making sure that we release that head and neck and that they can hang, saying yes and no, shaking your head yes and no. Breathing in and out, slowly rolling your body back up to standing. Head and neck are last to stack. If anybody would like to get a drink of water, this is a good time to do it. I'm going to grab a quick one. All right. Now we're going to take another deep breath in, placing our arms down to the side. Exhale, I invite you to just widen your stance a little bit. So just move your feet a little bit apart with your hands out to the side of you. Shoulders are rolled back, neck and spine are long and straight. Imagine that string connected to the ceiling, pulling the body up. And you are in mountain pose. You are a big, tall mountain. What part of the world are you in? Are you by the ocean or are you by a lake? Do flowers grow on your mountain? Or are you full of rock and strong, sturdy minerals? Breathing in and out, bringing the arms back up and maybe down through heart center this time for the exhale. Now we're going to step our feet even further and put our arms out like a big X. This is called starfish pose. So we just went to the ocean and found some starfish. Breathing in and out, stretching up, really stretching out through those arms, feeling the extension, maybe even turning your toes a little outward, facing the sides of you instead of straight ahead of you. Breathing in and out. As it works for you, I invite you to hinge at the hips. You can even put your hands here and bend down. You can bend your knees or you can keep them straight. Bending down, putting your hands in the middle, maybe even widening your stance more. Breathing in and out. Walking over to one foot. Breathing in and out, walking over to the other foot. Breathing in and out, coming back to the middle. Breathing in and out, maybe bringing those feet closer together. Hands on hips again. Slowly rolling up. And allowing for your head and your neck to stack like last. All right. Now we are going to stand at one end of our mat and just take a big step with our right foot forward. Our right foot is going to be facing forward like us, but our left foot is going to be facing sideways. So it's going to be going this way. We're going to have our back foot going this, like towards the wall next to me here, and our front foot going forward. So you want to kind of widen that stance, bend that knee. We're going to stick our arms out to the side, warrior two. And actually, I'm going to do it this way so that you guys can see me and I don't have my back to you. Warrior two. So we can look out over our right hand, and you want to make sure that your knee is not over your toes, that you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, take a wider step with this front leg. For me, it's my right leg. Breathing in and out. We're going to keep the bottom half the same, but we're going to let our left arm go on our left leg. Our right arm comes up. We may look up or look down or look to the side, reversing our warrior. We keep this bend in our knee and we reverse our warrior. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, come back to warrior two, bring the arms and the head back up. Maybe heel toe your leg in a little bit. Rest your arms. Let's do a little kind of, I like this one. This one massages your internal organs. So you're giving them a massage just by swinging your arms side to side and doing this. All inside here is like, ooh, thanks, that feels good. I like that. I don't know if they would really talk, but what a nice thing to do for your body, because our body does so much for us. It keeps us strong and healthy. All right, let's do the other side. So now we're gonna step and bend the left knee. If you did the other side, that's fine. Our front leg is going to be facing this way, and our back leg is going to be facing this way. So we're going to put our arms out, looking over that, looking over this hand over here that's facing forward, turning your head, breathing in and out. And when you're ready, you can drop that right leg or right arm back, bringing the left arm up, looking and reversing that warrior. When you're ready, come back to warrior two. Hold it here for 1 or 2 more breaths. And then bring those legs in together. Let those arms relax. And maybe do this massage again. Next, I invite you to go into tree. First thing, tree pose is a balancing pose. It's a standing and balancing pose. So what we want to do is put all of our weight into a standing leg. And then the leg that we're going to build with, this is the first step. This is called kickstand. This is the first part of the tree. And this is good. This is great. This is fantastic if you can do this. Now you can bring your tree branches up, or you can keep your hands right here in the center of your chest. But the key is to have most of the weight in your standing leg, the one that's not bent, and your knee that is bent is facing this way. So this knee is facing forward, and this knee is facing sideways. And so we can stay here, or we can come up to our calf. So our calf is below our knee. Our calf is right here below our knee, above our ankle. So we can come up to our calf if that feels good. We can come up all the way, which is super difficult for me to do, but I'm going to try so I can show you. We can come up all the way to our inner thigh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we can do it this way. We do not want to ever put our foot on our knee, because we could push our kneecap out and really hurt our bodies. So for me, I think I'm going to just stay right here today at the calf and just be a tree in the forest of Yosemite. And just feel that breath come in and out. And when you're ready, you can put that foot down. I call this, what do I call this? I don't know what I call this, but just moving your knees back and forth, kind of like walking in place. And then get ready for the other side. So my right leg is now my standing leg. My left leg is my tree pose, my kickstand. I'm going to start at kickstand and then slowly move up. And then slowly bring my arms up. My standing leg knee is facing forward. My bent knee is facing to the wall beside me. Is it windy where you're a tree? It's a little windy. That's why I'm swaying back and forth. Woo! The wind is doing it. It's nothing to do with my balance. Just kidding. But it's fun to pretend sometimes. And if you fall out, you can always get back up. It's up to you. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your foot down to the ground and then do that again. Just whatever counter stretch feels good to you. And let's go into chair pose. This one's a good one too, where it's better if you see my legs. So chair pose, we want to have our feet hip width distanced apart. And what we do is we bend our knees, make sure that the knees don't go over the toes. We sit back as if we were going to sit on a chair. I'm going to widen my stance even more because that helps me sit back further. And then that's it. It could be a stool. It doesn't have to be a low to the ground chair. The idea is to just not let the knees go over and to bend as it works for you. You can put your arms out or you can keep them right here. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, come on up. We'll try it again. Give your legs a little shake out. Some of our yoga poses will get your heart rate going. That one is one of them. So is half moon, what we did earlier. And a full moon is what we had last night, I think. Sunday or Monday night, we had a full moon. Breathing in and out. Let's go back into chair pose. Really sit those hips back into a stool or a chair. No judgment here. Breathing in and out. See if you can hold it for 5 breaths. Your toes should be light. We shouldn't be putting any weight into our toes. It's all back in the heels. Some people put their arms up for chair. Breathing in and out. Come back in and shake it on out, okay? And we're gonna come down to the floor now. The first pose we're gonna do is just stick one of your legs out to the side and bring one in. You're gonna breathe and straighten the back up. Maybe the strap would be good, where we're gonna kind of go towards our toes. If you can touch your toes, great. But if you're like me, kind of barely making it there, I can grab this and then maybe even grab this. That way I can hold my pose, or I can hold it like this, and I'm not straining my back or my neck, trying to get to my toes. I could choose to use a pillow right here. I like doing this. This feels comfortable to me. And I'm still getting all the benefits of the yoga stretch. Breathing in and out. Let's do 2 or 3 more breaths here. Up to you. When you're ready, I'm going to put down my pillow, bring my legs forward, and just kind of do like that knee thing that I did when we were standing up, but doing it this way. sitting down. And then I'm gonna bring my other leg out to the left or to the side, and my other leg in towards the inside of my foot will be touching the inside of my leg. And then I'm gonna bring my pillow over this time and begin to lean forward, or lean to the side. Breathing in and out. Let's do 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, if you have a pillow, go ahead and move it off to the side. Go ahead and shake out. Now we're going to spread our legs, straddle. And again, here I am using a pillow because it's more comfortable for me leaning forward on a pillow than it is without it. So everybody's body is different. Breathing in and out. Really letting your head hang down. And when you're ready, slowly coming up. Bringing the legs together, doing another shake out. And then we're gonna do butterfly pose. So butterfly pose is when we put our feet together, and you can bring it in very close to you, or you can kind of kick it out a little bit further. This is where I like to use the blanket. So I put a blanket underneath, and it just helps to kind of support my legs a little bit more. And I like support. You can grab a pillow, or you can just kind of lean towards your feet if you'd like. Or you could just sit up and hold your feet or not. It's up to you. You can hold your feet down like this and try to bend at your hips and let your head hang down. Or you can sit straight up and breathe in and out. You're going to get the same benefits no matter what you're doing. Let's do 3 more breaths in this pose. When you're ready, go ahead and let your legs go out in front of you. We also do something, you can bend your knees, and it's called windshield wipers. It's kind of fun. And when you're ready, I want you to lay down on your tummy. We're gonna lay on our stomachs with our legs straight behind us. We're gonna put our elbows a little forward from our shoulders. This is called Sphinx pose. When we push up through our hands and our elbows, and we create an arch in our lower back. So our legs are flat on the ground. We push up through our hands and have our rib cage off the ground. Our head is looking straight, like our view is straight ahead. Breathing in and out. If it's uncomfortable, you can widen your legs. They don't have to be right next to each other. Breathing in and out. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And then slowly roll your body down. Maybe put your arms to the side and your face, your cheek on one side of the mat, and just stay here for maybe 2 or 3 breaths. We're gonna do Sphinx pose again. When you're ready, bring your hands back to where they were. Elbows in front of the shoulders. Legs on the ground. Hips on the ground, pelvis on the ground. If you can, ribs off of the ground. You can also put a pillow underneath your tummy or your hips if you need to, and that's fine. Breathing in and out. Trying to make sure that the shoulders don't come up to the ears, that we really keep that neck and head long. 2 more breaths here, breathing in and out. And when you're ready, bring the arms down and this time lay on the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. Breathing in and out. Two more breaths here. When you're ready, bring your hands below your shoulders and then use your toes to kind of push up onto your knees and your arms and hands. We're going to have our knees lined up with our hips and our shoulders, our hands and shoulders lined up. We're going to try to create our back straight, called tabletop. So we look like a table. You could eat dinner right now if you wanted to, because our back is so straight. And then from here, we're going to go into cat cow. So cow looks like our chin and our chest come up to the sky. And cat looks like we tuck our tailbone and arch our back. Our chin comes to our chest. Cat. I want you to roll through these moves, tabletop, cat, and cow, based on your breath. What feels good to you? And what feels good to do next? Breathing in and out. Listening to your body, using a pillow under the knees if needed, or maybe some blocks under your hands if you need some support, or even a pillow underneath your stomach if that feels good. Whatever modification you need to make is fine. There's no wrong way to do this. The only wrong way, I guess, is if you're hurting yourself and you're not listening to your body. That's what we don't want you to do. When you're ready, you can bring your toes to touch and spread your knees wide, sitting back, walking your hands forward child's pose. You can place a pillow or a blanket underneath here, behind here, if it hurts your feet, if you're feeling any tingling. Or you could also put a pillow here so that you don't have to go as far forward. It's up to you, whatever feels good to you. We are in child's pose for 5 breaths. So we're gonna take 5 breaths here. At your own pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're ready, I invite you to come back up to the tabletop slowly and find your way onto your back. We're gonna lay down on our back. Coming down, keeping the knees bent and bringing them into the chest for a hug. Maybe rolling back and forth a little bit. Bringing the feet down to the ground, pretty close to your bottom so that your hands can touch. You're gonna breathe in and bring the hips up. Really bringing the back, squeezing the bottom, and bringing the hips up for bridge. Our neck and head stay on the ground. Slowly roll back down. We'll do this probably 3 to 5 times. Whatever works for you and how long it works for you to hold it is what I encourage. Breathing in and out. Moving at the pace and the rotation of your own body. Let's do one more wherever you're at, keeping your weight in your feet. And slowly rolling back down, bringing the knees to the chest, giving yourself a squeeze again, maybe a little roll. And then I invite you to release that left leg down to the ground straight ahead of you. Bring the right knee out and around your rib cage towards your shoulder. And when you're ready, bring that knee across your body over to the left. And my pillow is perfectly positioned to grab my knee. My arms are gonna go out to the side or bringing one arm up ahead above my head. So an L or a T. The goal is to keep your shoulder blades on the ground. You can look straight up to the ceiling. You can look over to the left, or you can go for a full extension, rotation to the right. So your spine is totally twisted from the top to the bottom. We are here for 5 breaths. Breathing in and out through your nose and mouth, or just through your nose. When we breathe through our nose, it's called our Ujjayi breath, and it creates a vibration at the back of our throats. This breath helps to regulate your thyroid gland. Breathing in and out. Feeling the constriction of the muscles at the back of the throat and the vibration that supports your body. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, go ahead and grab that knee. Slowly bring it to your chest and roll your body back over. Releasing it to the ground, maybe keeping the knee bent, doing a little windshield wiper back and forth, bringing your arms down, or maybe you just want to do another squeeze, bringing both of the knees in, and then releasing that right leg down, crossing or bringing the left knee out and around the ribs and the belly towards the shoulder. And then when you're ready, crossing it over the body onto the floor or a pillow beside you. Choosing where you would like to look this time. Did you turn the opposite way last time? Then try it this time. Breathing in and out. Really making sure your shoulder blades stay on the ground. Feeling the extension of the spine. The twist. Feeling the release of the sciatic nerves and the hips. Maybe doing 2 more breaths here. Remembering to go at your own pace. And when you're ready, releasing the pose by bringing the knee back up towards the chest and slowly rotating the body over to the back. Bringing the knees up maybe and doing a little windshield wipers here, or maybe one more big hug. Releasing the body down to the ground. Our final pose, Shavasana. Actually, let's do one big stretch before we do that. So just hands overhead, stretch, 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 as tall as you can. And then let's rest into Shavasana. Closing your eyes if you'd like, or just fluttering them to a low gaze. Feeling the benefits of your practice, feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Connecting to the earth, connecting to your breath. Relaxing the mind. Maybe imagine you're floating on a cloud, just light and free. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. Feeling connected, mind and body. And when you're ready, rolling over to one side, whatever side that feels good to do. And just using your arm as a pillow for just a few more breaths here. Breathing in and out. I like those sounds. Those are happy sounds. Or they sound happy to me. When you're ready, using your hands to lift your body up, 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 up. Seated pose. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing your class today with me and for allowing me to teach you. It was a beautiful time.